Hi, my name is Arnab, and today I took the plunge. I decided that I'll start recording some videos for you and for me. So, this is my first video, so I will make lots of mistakes. I have no scripts, I have not written down anything, and I'm just trying to be as true to myself and as natural as possible. I decided to do this because for a long time I've been contemplating, I've been thinking that whatever has happened with me is something not less than a miracle. And if sharing what I have been able to manifest and what I have been able to achieve so far, if it can help someone else, as well as be as a reminder for me if I ever divert in my path and I start thinking or having negative thoughts again, then probably I can go back and watch these videos, and probably that will help me get back into the right state of mind. So, little bit of a background why I'm doing this is because there was a period when I was actually going through a lot of depression. I was feeling like I have almost failed. I was feeling like a failure in terms of as a father, as a husband, and as a son to my parents. I started feeling so bad about myself that no matter what I'm trying to do, I'm not being able to do that. I'm not being able to manifest what I want to achieve. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Sorry, there was a little interruption. My daughter wanted some help. Homeschooling, it's lockdown and homeschooling is tough. Sometimes she does things on her own, but every now and then we have to help them out. As I was saying, that I was going through a phase where I started feeling really negative about everything. I usually was always a positive person. I always thought that anything and everything is possible. Nothing stops because of money. If you really want something, you will get it, and you just have to keep positive vibes, and that's how I've always been in my life. I've never thought about whether I would be able to achieve a certain dream or certain a particular thing that I want to buy or something. I've never had that kind of feeling. But there was a period when things were not going as planned, and everything I planned or everything I wanted for my family, something or the other was going wrong. And when you start having a negative mindset and negative feeling around yourself, there's fear, and you start getting more and more drawn into, it's like a quicksand. When it starts, like, you would know, like, many of us, sometimes when things go wrong one after the other, more things start going wrong, because now we are in that kind of a vibe of frequency where we are drawing in more negative things to us. So just when there was a period when I was so sad, I was just sitting in my car and I was almost about to break into tears, because just I was somehow trying to manage paying the electricity bill and the utility bills, and then after my son was born, and there was lots of bills coming one after the other, and my wife didn't start working at that point, and I was struggling. And then when I was thinking about how to save money and not spend so much, and how to make sure I put food in the plate, I get another set of fines. I've got fine for traffic violation, and the fine was around $400 something, and I called up the the traffic, the fines department, and I told them that I'm going through a really tough situation and if they can help me out. So they arranged a payment plan, and I was paying every month a certain amount of money. But after the call, I felt so bad because I had to cancel my daughter's, she really enjoyed going in for piano lessons, and I had to cancel that. She wanted to go for swimming classes, I had to cancel that. And I was feeling that, okay, I'm not being able to provide the things that every parent should be able to do that, and I was feeling so bad about myself that I am not being able to do that, and I was in a very, very bad space. From there to now, things have changed a lot. I'm much more happier. Yes, they haven't started with all the classes, but that's thanks to lockdown. Most of the classes are kind of not going ahead anyway. But I'll tell you what has changed and how it has changed, and what helped me was changing my mindset. And that didn't happen all of a sudden. I couldn't say that, okay, I'm not going to be negative anymore and I'm going to be positive. It didn't happen like that. It all started when like in 2018, around just before my son was born. He was born in 2019 April, but while my wife was pregnant with him, I got some incentives because of my work, and I got some money, and I thought that, okay, I should invest that money into somewhere so that I don't end up spending it. Anyway, I found someone who helped me invest into a property, and I thought that, okay, that would be great. Then over the years, when it's ready, then we won't have to pay rent. And at that time, it seemed like a really, really good plan, which wasn't. It actually made me land into more trouble, because at that time my financial situation was different, because I had less dependence. And then what happened was, after 1 year, when the land was ready to be titled, and then we went for reassessment of my financials, and then they said that it would be really difficult for me to get a home loan. What it meant was on top of that, it also said that I need to arrange around $25,000 to $30,000 Australian dollars more, which I didn't have, apart from the loan that needs to get approved by the bank. My credit situation wasn't that good, because of whatever was happening during that time. I was paying more fines, and there were child care related stuff, and then overall it was a bad situation. And I thought that, okay, I don't know how to get out of this mess. And at that time, even my wife also started getting the stress, and then she started doing a lot of reading. She started reading books, and she started listening to different motivational stuff, and then she landed up reading about a book, and that book's name is The Secret by Rhonda Burns. Many would have read it already. Many would have seen the documentary, the film about it. And she read it, and she said that, Arnab, why don't you watch this Netflix movie about The Secret. At first I was like, okay, I don't have time, I have to find sources and find ways to minimize this. I was trying to cancel Netflix subscription at that time, but somehow she said that, okay, don't worry, just watch this video, just watch this movie, and see whether it helps you or not. So I watched this movie, and when I watched it for the first time, it seemed like, okay, they're saying that whatever you want, whatever you wish, you just have to ask for it, and be positive, and be happy, and be grateful, and you'll get it. It sounded too cheesy for me at that time, and I was thinking, that doesn't really happen. And so I kind of ignored it, and I was still having that same negative vibes around me, and I was not feeling happy about how things were. And but my wife insisted that read these books, and I said I can't read these books. So she said that why don't you drive a lot, so why don't you listen to this these audiobooks, then you would at least be able to listen to this listen to this readings, and it's like reading a book. You would know what the content is. And I was like, okay, that's not a bad idea. I drive a lot. I'm on the road all the time, so I can plug this in, and I can listen to these books. And I started listening to all these audiobooks, most of them related to law of attraction. Those who know law of attraction, they would know that this is a very, very known concept. It just means that you get what you wish for, but there has to be a belief in them. If you believe that what you've asked for, you've already received it, and you're happy about it, then you get it immediately sometimes. So anyway, I started reading all these books, listening to all these books, and it started giving me confidence about myself. And then I started realizing that whatever I had wished for so far, I have received it, I have got it. I didn't realize at that point, but I didn't realize that I married my college sweetheart, and I that point, that was my only goal. I wanted to marry my girlfriend at back in that time, and I married her. And there were some tensions, but we were able to do that. I wanted a daughter, I got a daughter. Later on, I wanted a son. After that, I got a son. I was working in one of the most reputable companies in the medical device industry. I was in a beautiful country, in a beautiful city, and I was driving a beautiful car. I had beautiful, though rented, but in a beautiful house. We had food, we had everything that we needed. Then I started understanding that I somehow missed the boat, and I just went out of track. And there were some instances which made me feel negative about myself, and then I continued to dwell on that and started not being grateful. And then I started the practice and of being positive, being happy about what we have, and started being grateful. And from that period, when there was a so we started doing that when so in the bit, sorry, I as I said, I don't have a script, so I lost track. So like I said, that I was supposed to pay have another 25,000-30,000 in my bank as the deposit when the land was about to settle, and I was not getting the home loan. So what happened was, I went to different banks, and they said that no, it doesn't seem like you would be able to get the home loans. I asked for extension from the developers. They gave me some extension, and then it was past the time, and then I received a default notice saying that all the money that I had paid already, the 5% deposit that I had paid, will be confiscated. It won't be returned, and I will not be able to go ahead with the purchase. So I was just about to feel like, oh, what has happened? I've lost all the money that I saved somehow, and I won't have the house. I'll still have all the liabilities that I have right now. And I was about to get into that negative vibe again, but then I reminded myself, my wife reminded me and said that, okay, let's forget, let's say that we have donated that money. Let's not think about that. Let's be grateful that we are still alive, we are still breathing, there's pandemic going around, and we are still all right. So we should be grateful about that, and things will work out eventually. And it is kind of like magic or miracle that, sorry, my pronunciation is like that. I'm Indian, so you can understand. So miracle or miracle or whatever, but that happened. So in like, and I wrote an email to the managing director of the developer saying that this is my condition and this is what has been happening. And for a week or so, I didn't get any response, and I had left it at that. And we thought that whatever happens, we will accept that and we'll move on. And sorry, I'm getting some messages. Yeah. Anyway, so what I was saying is we left it at that, and then after like around 14 days or so, I received an email from that managing director saying that we understand that you had some trouble and we want to help you out. So what we will do is whatever deposit that you had already paid, we'll put it into another plot which will be developed later on, which will settle later on. So you'll have another year and a half, year to year and a half to arrange for finances, and then if I'm happy to do that, then they're happy to help me out. That came like a huge surprise, and I was so happy that all the money that I had already spent, I thought that it's gone, and I accepted, and I said that okay, I'll move on. And then because I wanted it to go the right way, and I was thankful for what I had, universe kind of gifted me this plan, and I accepted it with both arms open. And then then another year later on, again, obviously, life is really funny. So things happened in between, which I can discuss again in the next video. But for this video, I'll tell you that the land got settled, I got the loan approved, and the building will start soon once we approve all the designs and everything. So from getting a default notice saying that all the money is gone, getting a legal notice, it's scary, right? For normal people like us, we just live on our payroll, and getting something like that saying that all your money is gone, you're not going to get that, they'll take legal action or whatever. From there to all of a sudden things I didn't do anything, to be honest. I just accepted and moved on and said thank you. And then I got that email, and later on, 1 year later, we have settled, and the home loan, we have got the home loan approved, and things are looking much better. So I'm really happy about what is going on. And there were other things. I'll talk about how I manifested my dream car. From between all this, I also manifested my dream car, which is a Tesla Model 3. I'll talk about that in the next video. So if you want to know more and what happened in between, and if you like to follow my journey about manifesting these things in my life and manifesting life, do keep listening. Do keep an eye on my next video. Hopefully you will also gain some insight. Maybe it will help you recover from the position that you are in. No situation is bad till the time you make it feel bad. Once you start feeling bad about the situation, you will get it more. There will be more bad things coming to you. Start thinking about good things and good outcomes, and it will come to you. We can discuss more about that, but this is just an introductory video to remind me and you to believe in yourself and believe in good things, believe in the universe. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.